Hello and welcome back to Easy English with James. Today we are going to master that O sound in English, okay? So, stick with me. Watch first how I make this sound. O, 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 okay? So, the way to practice this is simply to say O, O. The sound is actually a diphthong. It starts at the center and moves to the back of your mouth in a rounded way, like O, O. Look at words like go, go, or hope, hope, or even home, home. Okay, let's try this sentence. See if you can repeat it after me. We hope to go home. We hope to go home. We hope to go home. Okay, now let's move on. When do you see this sound in English, this O sound? Very often you'll see it in words that use, again, that magic E. That's where you have an E on the end of a word that changes the vowel sound before it, okay? Look at words like hope, hope. In the word hop, when you take away that magic E, you have hop, which is an O sound. But if you put that magic E on the end, it becomes O, hope, hope. So, repeat after me. Hope, hope. What about home, home? Or note, note. Or even stone, stone, or even alone, alone. Spoke, you could say, I spoke to my friend yesterday. I spoke to my mum yesterday. Those people are nice. Those people are nice. Chose, chose, chose. I'm happy you chose to watch this lesson. If you find it useful, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment and subscribe, okay? Let's practice that sentence there at the bottom. I hope those notes I spoke about are at home. I hope those notes I spoke about are at home. See if you can say it a little bit faster. I hope those notes I spoke about are at home. Okay, let's move on. You'll also find this O sound in words where you see O and A together. Look at words like boat, boat, or road, road, or even coat, coat. Perhaps soap, soap. Wash your hands with some soap, soap. Or even goal, goal. Or toast, toast. Or loan, get a loan from the bank. Float, float, to float, okay? If you can think of any more OA words, see how many you can write in the comments below. Let's try this practice sentence. The coat will float by the boat. The coat will float by the boat. Now, you'll also see this sound, O, in words where you see OW. Usually, this is found at the end of a word, like snow, snow. Do you get snow in your country? Sometimes we get snow in the winter here in England. If you get snow in your country, tell me. I love snow. I really love snow. Tell me if you get snow in your country in the winter, okay? Snow, grow, grow, low, low, know. I know, you know, he knows. Show, show, slow, slow, or below, below something. Window, below the window, for example. Window. Let's try this one. Show me the slow snow from the window. Show me the slow snow from the window. Okay, you'll also see this O sound, hear this O sound, when you see O and sometimes OE in words. Look at words like go, go, or so, or hotel, hotel, or even robot, robot. I wonder if very soon we will all have robots in our house. Maybe, maybe. Toe, toe, or dough, dough. Does anybody know what this word means? Dough, dough. And goes, he goes, she goes. Okay, practice this sentence with me. The robot goes to the hotel on his toes. Do robots have toes? I don't know. The robot goes to the hotel on his toes. You will also find this irregular sound in OU. When you see the spelling OU, it's very, very irregular. But look at words like soul. Now, I have to be careful here because when you say soul with this sound, you sound very posh. You kind of sound like the king or the queen of England would speak. Not many people actually have this accent these days in the UK. They might say soul, soul. But actually, if you're on the BBC or you're speaking in a big palace or castle, you might hear soul, soul, and shoulder, shoulder, though, dough. These are very common. Though. I don't like it, though. Do you like it, though? Dough, dough. And, of course, very important word, although, although. Let's go through these. Soul, shoulder, though, dough, although. Let's practice this sentence. Although my shoulder hurts, I have a good soul. Although my shoulder hurts, I have a good soul. Okay, now, in those words in English that come from French, there's lots of words actually in English that come from French, this E-A-U letter combination also has that O sound. Look at words like bureau, bureau, or plateau, plateau, or even beau, beau. Be careful, because when this is on the front of a word, like beautiful, it sounds a bit different, but on its own, beau. Also, so, very rare pronunciation. So, if you practice these, you'll really impress your teacher or your examiner because not many people pronounce these words correctly. So, or even mauve, mauve, or brooch, brooch. Say all these correctly and you really will impress your teacher, okay? Let's try this practice sentence. My beau left his brooch on the bureau. My beau left his brooch on the bureau. Now, these are some tricky exceptions that you should learn. They look like they should be O, but they are not. So be very careful. It looks like it should be no, but it's now, now. And cow, cow. And also love, love. Everybody knows this one, right? But it's not loave, it's love. Love is an exception here. And of course, one. One is also an exception. So now and cow actually sound like ow, ow. They don't sound like o. Love rhymes with glove. When it's cold outside, you have gloves on. Okay? So let's go to some minimal pairs for a little bit of practice. These will really help you. Okay? We're going to practice first that short o sound in words like pot and the long o sound in words like boat. Okay? So let's try hop and hope. Hop and hope. Hop, hope. Let's try the next one. Not, note. Not, note. Or cot, coat. Cot, coat. Practice this sentence with me. It is not a note, it is a knot. It is not a note, it is a knot. A knot is something that you tie, like when you tie a knot in your shoelaces. You tie a knot, okay? A knot. Now, let's try this one final super sentence, this tongue twister, until you have this sound absolutely perfect. Make sure, if you have enjoyed this video, to leave a comment, press like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, okay? Let's try this one. I know, though the snow blows slow, the goal is to go home and show my soul. I know, though the snow blows slow, the goal is to go home and show my soul. You try it. Now, I want you to try and say it a little bit faster, okay? I know, though the snow blows slow, the goal is to go home and show my soul. Pause it, practice that 100 times until you've got it absolutely perfect, and then you can write thank you in the comments below. Thank you very, very much for watching this lesson, guys. I'm really, really happy that you've come here. I have a final challenge for you, though. There was a lot of spelling rules in there, but can you create a sentence using words from each section that we've learned today? Maybe you can combine the magic E group and the French group and another group and another group and see if you can make a sentence, and I will check your comment and write a comment back to you. Okay, so thank you very much again for joining me today for this lesson, guys. It's great to be here. I am back. Lots more videos to come. So again, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Okay, bye-bye.